sisters, you know what it's like to work all night in the sea of relationships. For example, in your own situation now, for many of you, you facilitate dialogues. Siguro marami pagkakataong nakikinig kayo sa inyong mga kaibigan, mayroong difficulties sa kanilang relationship, helping couples through conflict, guiding others into deeper empathy and dialogue. And sometimes it can feel like you're casting nets and coming up empty. Kasi yung inyong kausap, matitigas ang ulo. Ayaw sumuko, ayaw magpatawad, ayaw maki-ugnay sa kanilang kabiyak. But here's the beauty of your mission as member of this community. When you cast your nets at His Word, when you obey the prompting of the Holy Spirit and the grace of the Holy Eucharist, you don't face alone. Ito lamang yung ating konsolasyon sa buhay natin. Jesus is always in the boat with you. Peter's net was made of rope, but your net, my dear brothers and sisters, is made of shared love, mutual empathy, and holy dialogue. Your marriage becomes the very tool God uses to gather others. When couples see your commitment, your willingness to sit with another couple, to listen without judgment, to walk with them, they see hope. At para doon sa mga wala na yung kabiyak, alam kong mas lalong tumindi yung inyong patotoo para sa inyong mga anak. Sasabihin niyo sa kanila, kapit lang tayo mga anak, may pag-asa. Bakit? Sapagkat kayo ang pinatatag ng ating Panginoon upang inyong patuloy na mapatibay ang inyong pagsunod sa Diyos. Empathy is not just emotional, it is Eucharistic. Like Jesus who says, "This is my body, given up for you." You also say to one another, "I give myself to you, even when it's hard." At para sa mga byuda at walang asawa, "I give my life for you." Kahit mahirap, ating ipapatuyod ang buhay na ito. That's what you model to the couples you serve. That marriage is not about perfection. Ulitin ko, marriage is not about perfection, but about persevering love. Ang patuloy ninyong pagpapasya na magmahal habang buhay. At the end of the gospel, Peter falls on his knees, overwhelmed by the miracle. Jesus says, "Do not be afraid. From now on, you will be catching men or people." The same call is given to you. Don't be afraid of couples who resist, of awkward silences during dialogue, of wounds too deep to speak about, of members who never see in our prayer meeting and gathering. God doesn't call you to fix everything. He calls you to be present, to cast the net and trust Him for the catch. Now let me end with a true story. In a small town in Europe, there was an old church with a wooden crucifix that had been damaged during a war. The hands of Christ were broken off. Years later, the townspeople decided to leave it that way, and below the cross, they placed a plate that read, "Christ has no hands now, but yours." My dear friends, Christ has no voice now but yours. To speak words of reconciliation to those who've stopped talking. He has no feet now but yours to walk with the broken-hearted. He has no heart now but yours, beating with empathy, patience, and love.